Billy Joel, the Stones, the Beatles, the Kinks, the Doors. You hear them all right here on Lake 97.7. But on the weekend, we go much deeper. I'm Greg Kinsey, and I invite you to join me for an hour of the greatest rock and roll artifacts to be found on the airwaves. Catch Deep Cuts at 7 a.m. Saturday and 7 p.m. on Sunday.
Followed by Casey Kasem's American Top 40 and Stephen Phillips Off the Beaten Tracks at Lake 97.7 FM.
The Morning Dish!
He's the hardest working man in show business. His band's music takes you into the midnight hours. And when you wake up, his voice is back on your radio alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station.
And he won another award.
But this one is better.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am.
It's the Morning Dish with the 2019 Radio Personality of the Year winner, Stephen Phillips.
You paying attention to this, Packy?
And as long as Pat Malone is already out of bed.
Then I might as well ride herd around here.
Well, giddy up.
'Cause I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city.
And Packy Smith is still special too.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
Well, it's not Stephen Phillips, but it is the Friday edition of the Morning Dish. I'm Patrick Malone. I see that Tamala's in the studio. So who brings us the show this morning, Tamala?
Who brings us the show? I think it's Sherry. She's in here as well.
No,
I
who's
think
the
we're talking about
sponsor? Who's
Bannister
the sponsor?
Bannister Cooper Funeral Home.
Thank you. Good. Yeah, Sherry's in the studio with us, too. What's the famous line, Sherry?
Shut up, Stephen. Is that it?
Beautiful.
Is that what you're
I
looking
love it.
for? I think you have a button for that now, though, right?
Oh, I think we do.
Steven's got his own button. He plays it on himself.
Yeah.
You know, the amount of buttons Stephen pushes in his life between that and other people is really
he
quite
does
astonishing.
he likes to stir it up.
He
likes to
he
stir it up.
just
Yeah.
pushes those buttons all the time.
Yeah, for the last 4 or 5 years coming on this show, I've had to be really careful how I walk the walk with Stephen because he does like to push the buttons.
What? I can't imagine what you're talking about.
We have no idea.
We have no idea.
Well, we're going to have...
All right, so we got some famous birthdays today. Martin Luther was born on this date in 1483.
Well, see, aren't you glad Stephen's not here to talk about who Martin Luther actually is?
Yeah. Well, he should stay in the dark. And Mikhail Kalashnikov was born in 1919.
Now,
What's he famous for?
The name sounds familiar, but I can't place it.
He is the inventor of the AK-47.
Oh, well, he's very popular in the United States right now, isn't he?
Very popular. Yeah, a lot of Kalashnikovs, AKs running around, right?
Yeah, well.
Everybody's husband, Richard Burton, was born today in 1925.
Yeah, how many times were he and Liz married? A couple of times, right?
They were married a couple times, yeah. She was married like 5 times total, but 2 of those times were to Richard Burton, or 3.
I thought so.
Okay, so I'm just going to say it. These people who marry someone twice or 3 times, they didn't catch that on the first time.
You know what the definition of
around?
insanity according to Einstein?
Yeah, exactly.
Expecting a different result.
Every single time I hear of somebody who's done that in my world, I'm like, did you forget what happened?
Well, I wouldn't have married a couple of mine once
For
if
the
I'd
first,
have known better.
if you had to do better. Yeah, exactly. You'd do it over again.
Yeah. Also on this day, Tim Rice was born. He's 79 years old today. He's the lyricist who wrote the lyrics, obviously, for Jesus Christ Superstar, Evita, and The Lion King. So,
Oh, okay.
Ellen Pompano, do you know who she is?
I do. I think I do. Isn't she the Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah, she's the doctor on Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Evidently, I don't watch enough television.
Meredith, right? That's her name on the show. Right?
Yeah, Now that I think about it, you're right.
At least
Miranda
once a
Lambert is 40 years old today, the singer. And locally, 5th grade teacher Michelle Deaver is celebrating a birthday. And Saturday, Dagmar Taylor's spending celebrating the birthday.
I got a couple local birthdays. Kerwin Morgan, he does the trash, and it's Morgan. I guess it's Kerwin Garbage, whatever. Anyway, local guy, love him. Very, very sweet family. I have Michelle Deaver as well. And then there's a ton of people with birthdays tomorrow.
Well, they
Fire
don't
away.
we don't mention those when they're on Saturday, do we?
When they're on Saturday, we don't talk about it.
What, they don't count?
Yeah,
I didn't say that, Patrick.
We got Tracy Brown, Janice Upchurch, Brian Poole, Timothy Haynes. Wow, Gene Moss, Heidi Holcomb.
Wait a minute. Gene Moss's birthday. We already Chief Deputy.
Oh, it was
Gene Moss, right?
yesterday. His was yesterday.
Yeah,
Okay.
we already did his.
You know what? I'm not even sure what day it is.
So
Try
Tamala's
to keep
being
up, Tamala.
Tamala's
I'm
being
not.
Stephen today, but
Yes,
with the
I am.
dyslexia. Yeah.
Yes, I
It's
am.
all right. It's okay. Hey,
Well,
I want
the
to shout
big-
out to Troy Underwood. He's a local artist over in Cherokee County. He's awesome, really awesome. Happy birthday, Troy.
And the big birthday is the United States Marine Corps celebrates their 248th birthday today.
And mention we have Veterans Day tomorrow. I know there's a lot of things
Right.
going on around the area, so always want to shout out to our veterans and give them that respect.
Yep. This day in 1871, Henry Morton Stanley encountered David Livingstone in Central Africa. And what were the words that he said?
Oh gosh, I remember this. Something Dr. Livingston. Help us, Patrick.
Dr. Livingston, I presume.
Yes, Dr. Livingston, I presume.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see, what else? 1885, the first motorcycle was invented by Gottlieb Daimler.
Really?
Yeah, he ended up being Mercedes-Benz. Who did he joined forces with a guy named Benz, and that's Daimler Corporation. Andrew Carnegie created the Carnegie Corporation for scholarly and charitable works. That's why you have so many libraries around the U.S.
Was that to cover up all the child labor? You think?
Yeah, it was like an atonement for all the labor,
I'm gonna give y'all
bad
some
labor
books.
practices.
I got those 10-year-olds in there working. I'm going to give y'all some books.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's something I did not know. In 1940, Walt Disney began serving as an informer for the FBI to report Hollywood subversives.
I've heard of this before.
Well, I knew that this was like J. Edgar Hoover and Joe McCarthy. I remember that.
Right.
But I did not know that Walt Disney was one of those undercover guys.
Well, he had to stack up some money to pay for his cocaine, you know.
Disney used cocaine?
Oh, Walt Disney was a drug addict. Yeah.
Oh,
I think later on. I don't think in the beginning, but yeah, he was
So
saving
this
up.
whole-
He was saving up money for that.
Man is just a figment of our imaginations. Right?
I mean, who comes up with Mickey and Minnie Mouse? Think about this.
That is true. I mean,
So did
Were
that
any of
come
us
out of a
surprised?
drug-induced coma or something?
I don't know. I'm probably starting a horrible rumor right now. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm being Stephen Phillips today. Just start some rumor and walk away.
All right.
I thought I was
What
going to be
else you
Steven
got?
today.
Anybody? Oh, Sesame Street premiered today in 1959 on PBS.
Oh, that's how we all learned our ABCs, right?
Right.
The Count.
Right.
The
Remember
Count.
the Count?
Yes.
I always like the Count.
Yes.
There you go.
I like the Count.
So what else exciting going on? You guys got anything else?
Well, there's some stuff coming up. I mean, you got, Thanksgiving's this month. I wanted to mention there's a lot of folks that are doing some Thanksgiving dinners, but most importantly, there is a free Thanksgiving meal happening in Murphy. Main Street, Rotary Club of Murphy puts this on every year, and you can go through Main Street, I believe, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and either pick up, you can drive through or walk in and pick up a free meal. So if you need a meal for Thanksgiving, that's an opportunity there.
Very good. Very good.
All right, cool.
So we have National Vanilla Cupcake Day, and I think that's something everyone should celebrate.
Indeed. Everyone loves vanilla cupcakes, right?
I mean, we made a whole day for it.
Well, they make a day for a lot of things. I'm not
Right?
really understanding anymore.
I'm not either. I'm like, we just threw something up there today, didn't we? Who did that?
It's called
Sorry,
marketing.
Yeah.
Well, they needed something to sell.
So what else is
Yeah.
today? It's not just vanilla cupcakes on the day?
No. The other ones are just not as exciting. World Net Cancer Day is today. And then National Civic
This is getting
Pride
depressing.
Day. Yeah,
I drove all the way over here for this.
It's really not. That's why I said it's not very exciting. National Forget-Me-Not Day.
The flower, right? Well, it has probably to do with Veterans Day. They give they give the forget-me-nots.
Yeah, the
yes,
forget-me-nots.
Yes.
So
I'm going to tell you
that's
something.
it.
If you've never been to Arlington Cemetery, I'm mentioning this because of Veterans Day. My son, when he was 17, spring break, all he wanted to do was go to Washington, D.C. and see one thing, Arlington Cemetery. And we spent I've been there a couple of times, but we spent about 6 hours there. And if that does not evoke some emotion in you about what has been sacrificed for this country, nothing will.
Right.
It is amazing to see.
Absolutely. Any of the
well, there's a lot of national cemeteries,
yes.
as I'm sure you are well aware.
So, but any of them do that to
yeah,
you. It's like, how can you not?
But to stand there and watch them do the change of the guard for the grave of the unknown soldier, all that is extremely emotional to go see that. So
very much so.
It is quite the sight. Just down the road in Canton, Georgia, is the National Cemetery,
Yes.
and I think there's more than 30,000 buried there.
Right.
You are correct.
And don't they do a wreath ceremony once a year on most of the national cemeteries? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Actually, it's all across the United States, and it's not limited to national cemeteries. It's because we had the guys on from the American Legion yesterday on the show, and they were talking about wreaths across America for the local cemeteries.
Right, I remember
There's
that.
4 local ones.
Yes.
So
yeah.
big deal. Big deal.
It is indeed.
Okay, we probably need to take a break.
And the show's brought to us by who?
Bannister Cooper
well, we
Funeral
can-
Home.
We'll let the sponsor talk, right?
Okay, fine. To all of our veterans, thank you for your dedication to safeguard our freedoms and for the selfless sacrifices that you've made to serve our country. Just want to let you know that all veterans at Bannister Cooper Funeral Home get a veterans discount. Plus, Towns County provides 5 free death certificates for our veterans. So we just want you to know we love you and we are so appreciative for what you've done for us. You can give us a call at 706-896-2218.
Now with more news for Western North Carolina and North Georgia, I'm Jeff Batten.
I was just thankful to the voters. It's been a very stressful few months just trying to get all this put into place.
The last East Blost ballot question wasn't that long ago, and Towns County Superintendent Dr. Darren Barong recalls it was a tight vote in 2016 when it did pass. Tuesday night's margin was a little more comfortable as the educational penny sales tax passed with a 59% margin. As Barong knows well, an aging community is not always the best voter block for more school funding, but his message in the last few weeks was evidently well received.
I was worried when we passed our East Blost back in 2016. I think it only passed with 53% at that time. So last night it came in at 59%. You never know how it's going to go, so you're always a little worried that it won't pass. I'm thankful that the parents and the community stepped up and supported the school system.
First up for the Towns County school system is an HVAC system in the main high school gym, where summer camps have become uncomfortably hot in the last few years. Then, at some point soon, Barong hopes a barn and a farm will be built for agricultural students on property behind the baseball fields. The total sales tax payout is expected to be $15 million over the next 5 years. Barong and his facilities team met yesterday to work out a 5-year plan. Please download the free WJRB app for Pat Malone and Harry Bond. I'm Jeff Batten. Have a great weekend.
This is Tamala Cooper. A family recently told me that what they love most about our funeral home is that we feel like home and family. I'd like to introduce you to the newest member of our family, Kristen Carvajal.
Come by and meet me. Pick up a calendar and let us answer any questions you might have about funerals, pre-need, or cremations. We are Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, Towns County's local funeral home.
We are located next to McDonald's in Hiawassee, or give us a call 706-896-2218.
Nothing shines brighter under the Friday night lights than a brand new Ford, and no better place to buy than Jackie Jones Ford in Hayesville. Take advantage of models in stock and on the lot at Jackie Jones Ford in Hayesville. From the moment you walk into the showroom, you'll know our commitment to customer service is second to none. Jackie Jones Ford of Hayesville, 1493 Highway 64 West, 828-389-6325, and online at jjfordhayesville.com.
Don't want to be dragging through the cold and flu season feeling like only half yourself? Then your next stop needs to be the whole store on Highway 64. Stay well with the help of quality vitamin D, elderberry, quercetin for possible prevention and recovery. Ask about herbal remedy formulas, some that include hops, valerian, lemon balm, and CBD. Perfect for getting good sleep. The whole store in Murphy in the Lakeside Plaza. Every day, 10 to 3:30 p.m.
Our veterans deserve to be celebrated every day with an ice-cold beer at Club 66. Located on State Highway 66 in Young Harris, Club 66 is a fun, friendly veterans club with pool tables and TVs, plus a unique combo of a veterans thrift store, too. Club 66 is biker-friendly, and everyone is always welcome for good times with great friends. Check us out on Facebook at Club 66 Bar or call 706-379-3774 for specials and events. Club 66, God, Country, and the Second Amendment.
Your table is waiting at Lucky's Taqueria and Cantina. Mexican-inspired cuisine with a full bar. Located at 17 Merchants Walk in Blairsville. On Mondays, Lucky's features live music and buy one, get one free tacos. Dine in only. Wednesday is Kids Night with discounted kids meals and a balloon artist. And don't forget about music bingo each month on Saturdays with sports on the TVs. Lucky's Taqueria and Cantina is the coolest, hippest place in town. See for yourself. Lucky's Taqueria and Cantina. Open Monday through Saturday.
The Dogs are back.
Brock Bowers breaks a tackle at the 49, changes direction. There he goes. He's West Coast jelly. Yeah!
I'm not sure who it was, but he broke ankles.
The two-time defending champs play here.
That's a touchdown. McConkey was sick.
Number 1 and undefeated Georgia faces Ole Miss Saturday. We're on the air at 3. Presented by More Insurance with 5 mountain locations. Freedom Boat Club in Hiawassee. Fireside Hearth and Home in Murphy. And Hiawassee Hardware on Main Street, Hiawassee.
Fridays on the Dish are presented by Bannister Cooper Funeral Home in Hiawassee. The experts at Bannister Cooper will guide you through the important family conversations when it comes to making end-of-life arrangements for a loved one. Yes, we're Towns County's funeral home, but we're welcome to all. And now, back to the Morning Dish.
Welcome back. You got the Friday edition of the Morning Dish, and Stephen is wrapping up his vacation week, and we'll be back bright and early Monday morning on Chaos Will Reign once again.
So where did he go on vacation? I mean, did we warn people he was coming?
See, he stopped telling us, so we don't warn people. He wants to surprise people.
Didn't he have like an event?
Go up.
He's always got an event.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
An event to go to.
Sherry, do you have a guest this morning, or are we going to wait?
I do. Mark Dodson's supposed to be coming in from Young Harris College. I assume he's going to be here in a little bit. They've got their Christmas at Young Harris College coming up in December, and we've got 4 tickets to give away, so I need Christmas questions, Patrick. Christmas.
Okay, I'll work on
ho,
that.
Ho, ho, ho. Yeah.
In the meantime, I understand. I just got a note that it is raining in Andrews.
It was raining all the way over here, and I woke up to rain this morning, and it was a blessing because gosh knows we need it. That fire.
Well, that
fire,
will help with that fire, hopefully.
I hope so. I talked to a lady yesterday who's over there near Collette Ridge, and she literally had flames about 50 yards from her house. They've got a property over there, and she said it's really, scary to think about what am I going to grab at the last second if I have to get out of my house. But they were working to keep the fire away from the house. So
yeah, and the other problem with that is I understand the environmental agency, North Carolina Environmental Agency, has established a code red, or called it a code red for air quality.
We've been in a code red, I think, since Wednesday afternoon, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, code red. So definitely need to be careful out there. So hopefully this water will tamp it down a little bit.
That'd be a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I will just say that I spoke briefly via text with Harold Copeland a couple of days ago, and their guys are just fighting these small fires all around Hiawassee, brush fires. People are trying to burn leaves and such, and I know that everybody thinks this is, it's time to burn the leaves, but we have amazing volunteer firefighters that are out at all hours, day and the night, and fighting these fires because people are trying to burn their leaves, and
There
it's
is
just
a
not
burn
the
ban.
exactly.
I don't
There
know about over
is-
here. Cherokee County's under a burn
Yes.
ban, and you cannot burn. You should not burn anything. You shouldn't be burning anything right now.
Exactly, and there is here too. That has went out to all of our Code Red people. That our chief of fire has said, do not.
And appreciation to the volunteer fire department, all of them, that keep
Exactly.
us safe. But just to know this, if you're in a community, you have a volunteer fire department, and it is just that, volunteers, and most of them are older people. So if you want to give back to the community, check with your local volunteer fire department. There's all capacities of jobs that need to be done, and they need volunteers.
Absolutely, and then just take a few minutes to just think about those people fighting those fires and the possibility of injuries or exhausting these guys.
And I understand they're overworked a lot over near Packy's house because he's a bit of a pyromaniac.
I know. I don't understand what's going on with Packy and why he continues to cause that problem.
Sorry, Packy. We had to throw you under the bus.
I'm like the
Sorry.
alcoholic stoner pyromaniac. That's my character on
Bring
this
me
show.
a Bud Light over
Yep.
here.
Hurry up.
Are you still drinking Bud Light? I'm just
No, man. What
just
you talking
asking.
about? I'm a Bush Light guy.
Hey, it's really
It's the same thing, isn't
So
it?
hey, I was a little irritated about this. I'm not much of a beer drinker, period. But I was in the store and I noticed Bud Light's really, really cheap right now. Big surprise there. But you know what they've done? They've offset their losses by taking Mick Ultra. So it's like $10 for a 12-pack of Bud Light, and it's like $18 for a 12-pack of Mick Ultra.
So they're offsetting.
That's
it
what I
and-
think they're doing. Yeah.
Did they
People, by the way-
downsize it as well?
By the way, folks, they're both Anheuser-Busch. Just so you know, they're both Anheuser-Busch.
So I think that was the most disturbing thing for some people is to learn, they are made by the same company. That
yeah.
was like people were so. I was like, did y'all not know that?
Michelob, yeah. And more to the point, it's owned by InBev. The Bush family sold to InBev, 10, 12, maybe longer ago than that, which is, I think, a Belgian-owned company. So,
Yeah, it's all the all
whatever.
the same.
But I think Pat, was it Modelo that's winning now that beats Bud Light?
Modelo's
Yeah,
been beaten.
Modelo Especial.
And my brother's been getting those, and I've been having a few of those.
Have
Like
you?
They are
10
pretty
or
good,
11
aren't they?
Or 12,
Well, hey,
100.
Listen to
they're
this.
really good.
My brother has been getting those, so I've been having some. So Packy's beer is free beer. Doesn't
That's
matter.
the best kind of beer, man.
Doesn't
Free.
matter about the brand.
All he meant was it's this week is his brother's week to buy the beer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, sorry. So
this rotates. you know?
Packy's week is Bush Light or Natty Light?
I'll
What is
bring
it?
the beer. And no, man, you're good. You don't have to bring it. We'll bring it.
Natty Daddy over
Yeah.
here. Natty Daddy. I've known about Packy's beer drinking habits for a long
time,
Long
yeah.
time.
They sound
cheap.
But what's the cheapest thing you got?
Well, let's just go there
PBR.
first.
Remember the dollar PBRs.
Sherry and I have had our arguments over bar tabs before, back in the old band days, haven't we, Sherry?
Yes, Packy, you do have a $38 bar tab for your entire band. Yes, you do.
$38. How long
There's
ago
some-
are we talking?
There's some inside joke going on there.
It's
I
not
think,
about
huh?
long ago. It's just about cheap.
Cheap. Oh, okay.
The beers were $1. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we had PBR at Doyle's for $1.
Did you really?
Yeah, you drank them.
I mean,
And you
if
spent
Yeah,
$38?
38.
doesn't remember doing that apparently.
Well,
Are they really?
That was not just for the band. That was for the band and the whole table of his family that was sitting out there. $38. I couldn't possibly have spent that much money. We had a good time. We had a good time at Doyle's. The band that you're all almost our house band, really.
Pretty
Y'all were
much. There for a while, yeah.
Yeah, a couple times a month at least. Yeah.
But
And now he's reformed because he's got a child.
He has. How is the child?
it's doing really good.
It.
He's doing really good. He's doing really good. Kind of slurring my words.
Do
and
you need
haven't
sleep?
slept, and yeah,
Okay.
it's been.
Is that sleep or?
But it's okay. I'm just.
It's okay.
He's doing great. I'm thankful. He's
Good,
doing well.
good.
So
So
thanks
when's
for
the next
asking.
one coming?
We're gonna wait a minute. Probably gonna wait a week or so.
You know, they always say, or I've heard that, you know, when a woman has a child, you know, you forget the pain and all the anguish that you go through to have the child, and that's why you have another child. See, I had 3, but I never forgot how
You never
bad
forgot?
bad the first one was.
I didn't
I was
either.
just stupid, apparently.
Yeah. I'm like, 3 children? Perfect. I was like,
Well,
Dang,
four,
they don't
four,
sleep.
four if you have a husband involved.
Have you ever
Hopefully.
seen? Yeah, have you ever seen the Jim Gaffigan stand up? You've seen
Yes,
him, right?
yes.
He says having a third child is like, okay, imagine this. Imagine you're drowning, and then somebody throws you a baby.
Yeah, it's
That
pretty,
is very
it's pretty
accurate.
much true. And I lied to myself during the pregnancy of my third child, which was unplanned. I was pregnant, and I'm like, okay, I got these two under control pretty good. This won't be that bad. And then I had the Antichrist. See, I was wrong.
Was your third child a girl?
No, it was a boy.
Oh, wow.
He's a wonderful person, a wonderful kid, but he was a very
like a nice Antichrist.
Yeah, he was like a nice
one.
Antichrist.
Okay.
But he was he never slept. He never slept through the night his entire childhood. He slept walked. He still does. And he never slept.
So my daughter came up to visit this past weekend. I don't even know what we were talking about, but like she slept walked too, and she's the middle child. She's not the youngest. But I don't even know. Somebody said something wherever we were. They're like, I don't know what they said, but whatever they said provoked me to say, well, she tries to burn the house down in the middle of the night, because the child would not just sleepwalk. She would actually go in the kitchen and make food.
Yeah, Chris did that.
With
and
like
Chris
egg
would go
sandwiches
out,
and stuff, and I'm like, oh my
Chris
heavens.
would go outside at night. We had to double the doors, and
Yep.
I had to pray we never had a house fire because
Yes.
nobody could get out until I got downstairs with the keys. Yeah,
It's
He
very
was- he was that
scary.
bad, yeah.
It's very, very scary. So, I don't know. But yes, one night.
So we're talking
I-
Packy out of having another child period
I was
right
just
now.
going to ask how Becky feels about having another child after listening to the war stories here.
He was looking at me like, what are you talking about? So I don't know that he'll ever have another child. No, I'm not kidding.
Although I'll say this, I had two girls and love them. They were great. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. But I love them. But I would rather have boys than girls any day. I mean, Chris wrecked probably 12 vehicles.
Right.
But he did not put me through that.
My only thing I'm worried about is like how Kelsey's gonna like have time for that, like between mowing the grass and like cutting
Right,
wood
and getting
chopping
beer- and
wood
getting you a
outside
beer.
and getting
The
me beers and
baby's
stuff. I don't know.
one baby's already.
I don't
So
think
does
she'd be able to
she
handle
does she
it.
have the baby strapped
either.
to her when she's leaf blowing?
She's
and
got
mowing?
one of those. What do they call them? Like the
Like a papoose holder?
Yeah, papoose. Yeah, I was gonna say caboose, but
She's got that too, but so she's out there leaf blowing with the baby on her back, huh? That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. I can't afford a leaf blower. She just rakes it. Yeah,
Oh,
manually.
good. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, we
That
better-
rocks the baby to sleep.
Rocks the baby to sleep.
We better take a break. We got Mark Dotson here. So.
All right.
Oh, is he out
All
there?
right, Tamala, take us to the break.
All right, I know how to do this now. Today's show is brought to you by Bannister Cooper Funeral Home. This weekend, we are, in recognizing our vets. We just want to tell you that we do all the legwork whenever it comes to veterans passing away or even making their prearrangements. We get the DD 214 flag and the monument for you. We do all the legwork of setting up for our guys to come over from the. I've lost my train of thought. To come over to do military honors, both local guys and actually duty guys at the time. So we just take all of that burden off of the family and do everything like that for our veterans, because that's how important veterans are to us and to everybody in our community. So you can give us a call today to set up a time to come in and do prearrangements. Our number is 706-896-2218. This is Tamala Cooper with Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, and I left my husband and staff unattended for a few hours, only to find out I have been given a nickname, which happens to be a rodent. In our line of work, you have to maintain a sense of humor, but I think these guys took it a little far this time. Come by and give them a hard time with me, and while you're there, let's go ahead and get your wishes in writing. Pre-planning your wishes doesn't have to be somber. We are Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, Towns County's local funeral home.
Are you ready? If you buy individual family health insurance, open enrollment begins on November 1st. Go to AlliantPlans.com to see your health coverage options with access to local doctors and hospitals. For over 25 years, Alliant Health Plans has called Georgia home. We're neighbors serving neighbors, so you're not just a policyholder to us, you're a valued member of our community. Visit AlliantPlans.com. That's AlliantPlans.com. Choose health coverage with heart.
If you've been injured, you don't need to go to Atlanta or Gainesville to find a lawyer. The law office of Daniel Duello specializes in accident cases and is based in Blairsville. I used to defend insurance companies and saw their attempts to pay less through pressure and delays. Now I want to use that experience to help you get treated fairly. Just search for Daniel Duello or call 706-603-4299. 3036. And I'll see you in Blairsville. It's 706-603-3036.
When you have big jobs outside, only the best tools will do. See Hiawassee Hardware on Main Street for a range of outdoor power equipment from one of the most trusted names in the business, Steel. Or if you're making a big push on yard projects, have our expert repair technicians make sure your saws, trimmers, blowers, and pressure washers are up to the task. At Hiawassee Hardware, your store for making big jobs easier and a whole lot more.
I checked my tires with a penny and I see all of Lincoln's head. And what's up with all of these wires sticking out of the tread? I took a little trip down to Old Blairsville, high up on the hill, to High Country Tire and Wheel. Don't let them deflate on the interstate. Call 706-835-1488. High Country Tire is located right up the hill from the post office in Blairsville. They're high on quality and service, but low on prices.
Looking for a place to retire in a vibrant community where you can live, serve, share, and feel safe? At Hiawassee Park Senior Living Community, we are more than just neighbors, we're family. Visit our lovely community today and sit on a porch of our new independent luxury 1 and 2 bedroom cottages to appreciate the breathtaking views of Lake Chattooga and the North Georgia mountains. We have immediate availability. Make Hiawassee Park home. Call 762-500-2021.
Pre-planning for your burial or cremation wishes doesn't have to be a downer. Drop into Bannister Cooper Funeral Home for a relaxed and comforting conversation with their team. Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, next to the McDonald's in Hiawassee. We love drop-ins.
Welcome back. You got the Friday edition of the Morning Dish. In the studio with us is Tamala, Packy, Lee, and Sherry. And Sherry, you got a guest.
I got Mark Dotson, who just slipped in here from Young Harris College. They've got a bunch of stuff going on over there, and he's going to talk about some of it. We're also going to give away. I have 4 tickets. It's up to you guys if you want to do them all today or do 2 today and 2 another day for the Christmas event at Young Harris College, and that's a huge thing. They have a concert over there, and that's happening on December 2nd or 3rd at the Glenn McGinnis Hall. And from what I understand, now I haven't been to this, but I hear it's awesome, really awesome. So
yeah, it's a great concert. Combines all the musical majors that we have, band, choir, and it's just a great concert.
Get you in the Christmas spirit for sure.
It does get you in the Christmas
get the Christmas spirit. So we're going to be giving those away, and I've asked Patrick Malone to find us a couple of Christmas questions that we can use for this. But you got a lot of other stuff going on over there, too. This is just one small part of what's happening at Young Harris College.
That is true. We've got this weekend, we have a weekend in the Enchanted Valley. That's an alumni event on campus. A lot of activities going on. That's tomorrow, actually. Yeah, tomorrow. A lot of activities going on tomorrow all day on campus. So if you want to come out, whether you're an alum or not, come on out and see what we got going on. Of course, Christmas at YHC, we just discussed that. We have our Athletics Hall of Fame on December 9th. That's going to be a lunch, starts at 11 o'clock on campus, and then there's a...
Now, is that an awards situation there for your athletes, or what is that about?
It is. It's the Hall of Fame, so it's our older athletes that did great things.
Okay.
That got inducted.
Okay.
We have people can nominate individuals, and then we have a committee that goes through.
I got elected for that when I was in school, but it was for lunch.
For eating?
Yeah.
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 Very good.
I'm probably in that Hall of Fame too at Union County. I would think so. My pictures on the wall in the lunchroom.
Had my own bench. My name was on it. Yeah.
So, yeah, we got that going on. Of course, basketball starts this weekend.
That's my favorite sport. Love it.
Women's team is hosting a tournament. It's the Conference Carolinas Peach Belt Challenge. So our women will play today at 6 o'clock. The first game is at 4 o'clock. We'll play Georgia College today, and then tomorrow.
Now, is that here?
That is here.
The game is here, so you can come out and watch them play tonight.
Yeah. And then we play North Georgia tomorrow at 2.
Okay.
But there's a game at 4 and 6 today, and 12 and 2 tomorrow. And then the men are playing at North Georgia this weekend.
Okay.
It's the same challenge, the Conference Carolina Peach Belt Challenge.
And I just want to say, for a relatively small college, you guys have had some amazing teams.
We have.
basketball, I mean, in several areas of sports, just amazing
Yeah, definitely.
success.
And the basketball teams are looking good so far. As I've been to a couple practices.
So
in our
if you
purple
wanted
and
the
white game.
basketball schedule, where's the best place to go get it?
Probably online.
Okay. At the,
YHCathletics.com.
Okay.
That's the best place to see that. But the
Hey,
men,
Mark,
like I said, are
while
playing in
we're
North
talking
Georgia.
about the athletics, Young Harris just moved into a new conference, yes?
Say that again. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Did the school just move into the Carolina Conference, and how is that working out?
Did the school just move into the Carolina Conference? You can't hear
I
Pat,
can't
can
hear
you?
with these
Yeah,
earphones.
switch off there.
we're very organized people,
Sorry about that.
as always.
Technical difficulties.
You gotta scrape the earwax out of those earbuds there.
Those are Stevens. You don't want to use those.
Oh no, you gave me Stevens. No wonder. I'm gonna have to go to the ear doctor here immediately. Leaving. Better call my doctor. There'll be things living in my brain.
I really hope that you don't have to come and see me because of this.
Oh, that's taking it to a dark place right there.
Not the ear doctor.
What kind of?
You're going to go straight to the funeral home, apparently.
Funeral home.
Oh, funeral home. Yeah, that is true. I do not want to, but that could happen with Steven's earphones. Repeat the question. I'm sorry.
I noticed you invoked Stephen's name, and we went into chaos.
Yeah,
Okay?
as usual.
What I
Thank
was
you.
asking was, you moved from the Peach Belt Conference to the Conference Carolina, and I was wondering how that's working out for you.
It's working out great. So far, we've had soccer and volleyball so far this season, and it's gone really well. It's a lot closer. The schools we're playing are a lot closer, so it's helping us with travel expenses. It's opened up new areas that will bring Young Harris. Hopefully, people will see that and that maybe didn't know anything about us and learn a little bit more, and maybe we'll get some more students out of it as well.
Right.
But so far, doing great. We like it.
Right.
Cool.
Well, and I was speaking to your associate, Bobby Thompson, who works over there at the college, and I understand you've really amped up your enrollment sponsorships for enrollment. I mean, it's like 99%
Yes.
of students that are attending Young Harris now have scholarships.
Exactly.
So,
So we do, and that's what we rely on that a lot. Support for scholarships, especially around here. The local scholarship campaign we have helps out a lot. But yeah, our students need all the help they can get.
Right.
And like I said, it's basically 100%.
yeah, it's
They're
amazing
receiving
the
some sort
the
of
work that
financial
you
aid.
guys have done with getting those scholarships, and kids can travel across state lines.
yes.
Unlike North Carolina rules, if you're in North Carolina, you can come over here and attend college and not have to pay that out-of-state tuition. So
Yes.
that's a pretty awesome thing
Yeah,
too.
it's great. It's great.
Mark, in addition to what you mentioned, there's also a Christmas program at the planetarium, at the Rollins Planetarium.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes, that's all. Anything at the planetarium is great, and then when you combine it with Christmas and Christmas music, definitely. I do not know the times on that. That's usually Friday night.
But you can go to Young Harris
yes.
College's website and find out all about the events that are coming up. But yeah, I heard about that too.
Yes, ma'am.
Really
yes.
nice. Really nice. So, do you want to? You've got us a question ready for the next segment, correct, Patrick?
How many are we giving away?
I don't know. Do you want to do
We'll
all?
give away
I got-
2 and 2.
I got 4, so it's up to Mark. We'll let him select this.
Yes, 2 and 2. I mean, you can do it in
All
all
right.
4 now.
So
or
I got
2
a
now, too
couple
late.
of questions, and we'll do that after we come back from the break. So, Tamala, are you ready?
Tamala's on Facebook again. I don't know what to do with her.
Okay.
Steven's not here to keep her in line.
We're about to go to a break, and we need some help.
So that's your cue to thank yourself.
Oh, I
Pamela.
needed to thank myself. I'm so sorry I can't hear anything. All right. So the show is brought to you by Bannister Cooper Funeral Home. And again, I just want to say how amazing our veterans are and how we should be thankful every single day for what they have sacrificed for us. At Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, we do all the legwork for you to get those honor guards set up, get the flag for your family, and all the legwork for everything like that. So you can give us a call at 706-896-2218.
Hi, this is Marvin Cooper with Bannister Cooper Funeral Home. At our funeral home, you won't want to ask for the man in charge. All I do is write the checks. My wife Tamala is the funeral professional, but I am good with finance and can tell you, in this time of high inflation, there is no better time to pre-plan a funeral. Gas prices are up, food prices are up, even dog food prices are up. Come lock in your funeral or cremation price today. We are Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, Towns County's local funeral home.
For a full range of inpatient and outpatient services to emergency care, radiology, and more, Erlanger Western Carolina Hospital is Erlanger Quality Care, close to home. To learn more, call 828-837-8161.
Rolling down the road with Jackie Jones Auto.
Jackie Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Hayesville has received more than 50 slightly damaged vehicles, and you can save thousands right now. Jeep Wranglers, Jeep Grand Cherokees, Ram 1500s, and Dodge Chargers. Michigan storm damage means big savings for you. Most of them with just barely noticeable body damage. So drop by Jackie Jones Chrysler across from Hayesville McDonald's and let's make a deal. You will save thousands.
Your feel better starts here.
Your Feel Better starts with Healthy Smiles by Dr. B in Hayesville. Are you afraid or embarrassed to smile because of decayed or discolored teeth? Dr. B uses the latest white fillings, all porcelain crowns, and laser teeth whitening. Visit HealthySmilesByDRB.com and get the beautiful smile you've always wanted, so you can start feeling better about yourself. Call 828-360-3999 to make an appointment.
Fall weather brings pumpkin spice and everything nice. Except stink bugs, mice, spiders, roaches. Well, you get the picture. Keep your fall season picture perfect by relying on the professionals at American Pest Control to keep your home pest-free. With over 48 years of experience protecting their neighbors' homes and health, you'll be in good hands with American Pest Control. Visit them on the web at ampest.com. Text or call 706-782-4113 to schedule your free inspection.
Property values are increasing, so why not protect your biggest investment, your home, with a Green Tree metal roof? Obviously, a metal roof is stronger and longer lasting than shingles, but Green Tree Metals uses the cool chemistry Axo Nobel paint system that comes with a lifetime film integrity warranty against cracking and peeling. Learn why you should ask your contractor to install a Green Tree metal roof at greentreemetals.com.
Green Tree Metal, coolest roof around.
Physical therapy at Erlanger Western Carolina Hospital helps patients return to living and moving pain-free after a physical injury, illness, stroke, or surgery. Now accepting new patients. Call 828-837-7777.
Fridays on the Dish are presented by Bannister Cooper Funeral Home in Hiawassee. The experts at Bannister Cooper will guide you through the important family conversations when it comes to making end-of-life arrangements for a loved one. Yes, we're Towns County's funeral home, but we're welcome to all. And now, back to the Morning Dish.
Welcome back to the Friday edition of the Morning Dish. To get those tickets to Christmas at Young Harris College, we're going to do Christmas trivia. And for the first pair, the trivia question is, what did the other reindeer not let Rudolph do because of his shiny red nose?
There you go. That's a good one.
Very good.
Hey, and I want to mention Mark had a couple other things he needed to bring up when we derailed earlier. Stephen Phillips' name coming up just derails the whole show. So
that is true. I was also going to mention our volleyball team. They start conference tournament Sunday at 1 o'clock in in Florence, South Carolina, playing Barton. And also wanted to mention that the Clay Dotson Open, our annual golf tournament that raises funds for student scholarships, we have a date for that now. That's Monday, May 20th.
Oh, good.
At Brasstown. So
and that's a great tournament. That's a hugely attended tournament, and that is one of your major fundraisers for the scholarships. So
yeah, that's our largest.
And so you offer sponsorships for that.
We
do.
If
people want to be a sponsor for that, who should they contact if they want to sponsor that?
They can contact me or Bobby.
Okay.
Or just call Young Harris College.
Right. So I want to give y'all some money.
Yeah, exactly. We'll talk to anybody over there, and we'll take that. That would be great. That's been a huge success, and I appreciate everybody's support here in the area for that.
And it's good to get the word out early because that fills up fast, right?
It does fill up fast.
Sponsors and with players.
Exactly. Last year we had our largest. We had 205 players.
That's right. You do two flights.
Mackerel. Two tournaments in one day.
2 tournaments, yeah. So it's a big deal.
It is.
And it's a beautiful place to have the tournament over there at Brasstown Valley Resort.
It is. Brasstown's been great.
Yeah.
Do
you got somebody on the phone that knows the answer to our question?
I think so.
Lee?
We have John Reinhardt this morning.
Hey, John.
Hey, John. How you doing this morning?
Do we have John?
We had John. John.
No. No,
John, call us back if you know the answer.
Yeah. 706-379-9770. And what was that question again, Patrick?
The question is, what did the other reindeers not let Rudolph do because of his shiny red nose?
There you go.
So we lost John.
I'm watching the
There we go.
The images scrolling through on I guess this is YouTube. Y'all are streaming on, what are y'all on now? YouTube. And all the pictures, Stephen, have to be from like 30 years ago. He has hair and he's not. He doesn't look like the Pillsbury Doughboy. So I don't know where they got these pictures from.
All right, John is back with us.
Hey, John.
Hello. How are
Hey.
y'all?
Hey.
Who hung up on me? Sherry?
No,
Packy?
that was Puddin'.
Oh.
Puddin' hung up on you.
Golly. Just button pushing, my God.
So, John, do you know the answer to Patrick's Christmas question?
I think so. Didn't they exclude him from the reindeer games?
That's exactly right, John.
Good job.
You're in that Christmas spirit.
So I'm gonna
Oh,
leave.
yeah.
I'm gonna leave you 2 tickets over here with Puddin' or Lee, and you can come by and pick them up at the station here. Is that okay?
Okay, sounds
All right.
good to
yeah,
me.
it's gonna be a great event. We're looking forward to it.
Can't wait.
Great.
So what else you got going on over there, Mark? Do you need to mention anything else other than you need some money?
Yes,
I
we
know you need-
always
you need
can
money.
use your money. If you just have some laying around and would like to, it's coming to the end of the calendar year, so you need that tax write-off. It's
Well,
a
you know,
great
you think
time
about
to-
all the people
to help
struggling
us
with
out.
student loans, to be able to put these young people in a position where they don't have to do that.
Exactly.
Because they can get a scholarship and they can attend Young Harris. And I know the rumor for years has been you can't afford Young Harris College, but
Yes.
that's not true anymore.
That is not true. Our
Nope.
financial aid team does a great job
Mhm.
of helping all our students and finding ways so they can attend Young Harris. So,
And this
yes.
college offers a lot of things in the area that you can't get at other colleges that are close to us, or I mean, the dance program. I got the privilege to go over there and watch the dance program a couple of times, and the instructors and the program itself is just amazing to watch. So,
Yes, it is. Our faculty is tremendous. They do a great job in all majors, all areas. We're really concentrating a lot this year and going forward on career preparation for our students, getting them ready for that next step.
Exactly.
Really working with them as soon as they get there on identifying what they want to do, and then working with community members, alumni to help them with interview process,
Right.
resumes.
Right. And there's a
what to
recruitment
wear.
thing. I mean, I remember talking, I can't remember who it was, so I don't want to misspeak, but when I went and watched the students in the dance program, some of the seniors had already been recruited to go to New York.
Yes.
To be on major, I don't forget the word, I'm not going to say it right, but they had opportunity before they left school.
Yes.
And that's amazing.
That's the perfect situation there.
Right.
If you can,
Sure,
especially
we
if you
want
do
to
an
give away the
internship.
second set of tickets.
Oh, yeah, sure. You got another question for us?
I do have another question. This one, the movie Miracle on 34th Street is based on a real life department store.
Yep.
Which one?
I remember that. That was one of my dad's favorite movies. Oh, good movie.
All right, what is the number they need to call? Oh, well, never mind.
706-379-9770 to get another pair of tickets for the Christmas at Young Harris College. This is going to be a musical event happening on December 2nd or 3rd as you choose. And if you don't win a ticket today, you can still get in. The admission is $10, which is very reasonable for a program that will really get you in the spirit.
Yes.
Who you got?
All right,
Lee?
we have DW.
DW.
Darryl Waltrip?
No, listen. Was it Macy's?
Oh, man, you're right there.
Yep.
It was Macy's. Congratulations.
I hope you're writing this down, Puddin', because I didn't write it down. And I didn't see you write anything down either.
I got it. I got it memorized.
It's burned into his brain. So, DW, your tickets are going to be down here at the station. You can come by and pick them up.
Hey, did they mention that unannounced visit from Stephen Phillips would be like Cousin Eddie and Christmas Vacation?
So, I
accurate.
never actually thought about that, but that is so true. And can you imagine being his relative? I mean, his wife's stuck with him. We know this. But can you imagine being his other relatives and you see him pull up in the yard? I mean, have you ever been in your own house and hidden from someone?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
Hey, the picture I get is Stephen in a bathroom.
Oh,
Oh, come on. Was that necessary?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Cousin Eddie, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yes, it was.
outside of his RV, dumping his
Yes.
dumping into the storm drain. Yeah,
Yeah.
It all sounds very accurate.
yeah.
There's another one from Saturday Night Live with John Belushi, Bill Murray, and Jane Curtin, and it's the guest that would not leave.
Well, you could get Steven to leave if there was no food in the house. That might be the way out there. So
They invite him over for dinner, and then they're trying to give them the hint that we're going to watch a movie now, and he's like, oh well, I'll just hang out for that, and they're going, we're going to bed now. He's like, well, that's okay. I think I'll stay here and watch some TV.
Yeah.
you can look it up on YouTube.
yeah, I think I've seen that episode a long time ago. Yeah, my
Is
grandma.
that like a caller who keeps doing movie trivia?
Thanks, GW.
I'll let you all go. Thank you.
Patrick, you remind me of my grandmother. Her famous thing when people would come over and want to hang out, she'd look at my grandfather and say, well, Tom, it's time for us to go, or how did she say it? These people want to leave, so it's time for us to go to bed. That's how she'd say it. So, yeah. Real subtle.
That was the very, very polite way of doing it, right?
She was a very polite woman, but yes, that was
Hey,
her polite way.
I think we might have a solution for Tamala's social media obsession here.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't know I was obsessed, but okay.
There is apparently a major solar flare going to happen in the next couple of weeks
Oh.
that will knock out the internet for a couple of weeks.
Oh.
Wow.
What will we do? You know, people will have withdrawal.
Well, I exactly. I have to tell you, I've changed jobs in the last 3 or 4 weeks, and one of the perks to this new job is I don't have to live on social media every day, and I'm relieved about that. So I won't miss it. I won't miss it.
And I wanted to take this
That's
opportunity
nice.
to thank you, Sherry, for everything you've done.
Well, I appreciate it.
Of course, for the chamber, but for Young Harris College, you.
Well, I'm not
lot
done with y'all. I'm not done
Well,
with y'all.
that's
You know,
good.
I still
I
want
know
to be
you're still
involved in
around.
what's going on over there. I'm just not the director of the Chamber of Commerce anymore, so it's okay.
We did a great
So,
job.
Sherry, are you at liberty to talk about what you're doing now?
Oh, actually, I'm the director of operations for the cable company over in Peachtree. We're rebranding the company. It'll be Peachtree Broadband Fiber. We're offering 1 gig of fiber in a lot of areas of Cherokee County. So, yeah, I'm excited
cool.
about it. Yep, it's great.
Of course, it won't work after the solar flare gets done.
True.
It's okay.
Well,
so how accurate do you think that is? Because I am looking forward not to have to be on social media. So you're guaranteeing me like a week or two?
Now, I have to ask maybe a sensitive question here, but since you've already offered to bury Mark from his ear infection,
Yes.
How do you use social media in conjunction with funeral home? I'm just curious.
Yeah, so we actually post our obituaries on
Okay,
there,
okay.
any holidays, anything that we're doing,
Gotcha.
just and general advertising.
Okay.
Just so recently we were told that Facebook is like the new newspaper because people
Right.
don't get newspaper, but those of us who, and we don't have to talk about age or anything, but that would like read newspapers now pretty much get our information from Facebook. So we have,
And that's a sad
really-
commentary on the
It
human
is.
race. Is that
It
I'm
is.
going to Facebook to get my news.
Yep. It is a little
Jeez.
scary.
It is
so
really
we
scary.
we use it to push information out that people need, and we use
Okay.
it, to make them aware of who's passed away. And then, of course, because of my personality, some of it is very, very lighthearted and just fun stuff. So it's a mix. But yeah,
The chinchilla.
the chinchilla. Yes, yes. Someone showed me a picture the other day with a chinchilla that had some sunglasses on, and I was like, "That is it. That's the one. That's the picture."
You're welcome, Marvin.
Oh yes.
You got to post that as your Facebook picture.
I should. I'll do it.
Hey, guys, thank you for having me today. And Mark, thank you for coming over and talking about Young Harris College. Again, any information you want on what's going on at the college, you can go to their website or give Mark a call.
Yes, give me a call. Thank you all for having me.
Thanks, Tamala, Packy, and Lee, and Stephen. We'll be back Monday morning.
Have a good
Yay.
weekend.
W249DB and WJULAM, Hiawassee.
Well, look a here. Guess who's number one in the Nielsen ratings again?
Lake 97.7.